Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at something in my collection, which is this magnificent little tower of parts drawers. Now, these are filled with vintage Apple parts, whether it be for Macs or printers or many other things. And I picked this up sometime last year from an individual who used to repair computers at an educational facility. Now, I haven't really had the time to look through this, so I thought, well, let's do a video on it. Now, I don't necessarily know if all the parts are still in these drawers. I know some of them have been emptied, but they each are labeled with some numbers here. So I'm going to see if they correspond to the items that are inside. To help me out, I do have some original service guides that he also gave me, and these are price pages, module identification booklets, and so on. So we're going to look through this stuff and see if we can identify what are in these drawers, and then we're going to make an inventory of that so we can see what I have and what I don't have. So let's get right into it. Since I brought this home, I really haven't looked at it, but we're going to open each and every one of these drawers. We're going to go from left to right, top to bottom, see what we have inside of there. I'm going to be recording what I find off camera, and then since some of these things are just, well, all of them are just numbers, which I have no correspondence to what they mean or anything like that, we'll probably be doing some searching afterwards to figure out what some of these things are, and we'll go from there. So let's get started from the top left. All right, we have 3410303, and we have 2 chips in there. These are Apple chips with a copyright date of 1984. Very cool. Next one is 3440010, and we have 1 big chip with a copyright date of 1982. How about that? That's pretty neat. And next one is 3420028. 1 chip, 1 tiny little chip. Apple 8IP6A8321. I hope that's in focus. It is not. It is not. Sorry if some of these are not in focus. We'll get some close-ups later on. Nothing in 3420132. Next one is 3420133. Oh, we got a bunch in there. We got 5 of them. Copyright 1982. Very cool. A lot of these might be pairs. This is 0133. This is 0134. I would not be surprised if some of these are like high-low ROM chips or memory and things like that. We have 5 chips in here. This is 0134. And again, a copyright date of 1982 on these. Very neat. All right, next one is 3420135. And we have quite a lot of them here. Jeez. That's pretty cool. We have 7 of these chips. Very cool. They have a copyright date of 1982. So we are definitely in the Apple II territory here. Well before the Macintosh. 3420170. Another tiny little chip here. This is a little guy. The next one is 3420220. And we have 3 chips in there. Copyright date of 1984. How about that? Next one is 3420221. And, alright, we have... these are from 1984 as well. And we have 3 of them. There's some of these have slightly different logos or text imprinted on them. So maybe, you know, different factories made them, etc. But very cool. All right, let's see. This one is 3420265, and it says a copyright date of 1983, made in Singapore. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. So we have one of those. Next one is 3420304. And, well, we have 3 of these. Copyright date of 1984. Let's see. This drawer looks to be empty. It is. That's the 3420341. And 3420342 is empty. Oh, this drawer was backwards. This is 3706502. This has 5 chips in it. 6502. Well, I think these might be Apple II processor chips. I think. Oh, that's pretty cool. Got 5 of them. 5. Very, very cool. Okay, next is 7050070. We got a bunch of switches here. I'm assuming these are for keyboards. Ooh. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's very good. But I wonder... These might be for like an Apple II keyboard? Or an early Macintosh Plus keyboard? Very nice. Alright, so we have 13 of these little switches. They are probably keyboard switches for an Apple II or an Apple Macintosh Plus or something like that. Very cool, very handy. Alright, let's see. Nothing in this drawer. We do have something in this. This is 7050079. Oh, we have more switches. These are softer. Very cool. Alright. Next one is, that one's empty. We got one switch in here. This is 7050080. It's a interesting little switch there. It's kind of getting... Oh, it's a on-off switch. Okay. I was like, it's getting stuck, but... Cool. Okay. Alright, next drawer is... Oh, this does have stuff in it. 7050084. We have more switches. Alright, these are just like... They're not on-off. I think they're keyboard switches. Very cool. Okay. We have 4 of those. Oh, that's squeaky. Alright, next one is 9700059. And... the heck is this? It's a metal thing, a piece of plastic, and a screw. If I had to guess, I would assume this might be for a printer, maybe to help feed paper or do something. That's what it looks like. Who knows? That might come in handy. That is 9700059. Okay, next one is 7420003, and it is empty. Although we do have a little piece of cardboard taped here. Looks like a battery used to be in there. So that was a number 523 battery, 4.5 volts. So maybe they had batteries in there at one point in time. No batteries there today. Anything in this one? No. What about this one? No. Oh, we got tons of stuff in here. 9700817. These switches. Oh. Oh, that's satisfying. That's a good switch. Wait for the motorcycles to pass. Oh, that's satisfying. That is cool. Alright, so we have 4 of those. I do not know what these are for. I'm assuming maybe for a printer or something like that. Very cool. Alright. Oh, I was about to say nothing in here. 7400022. We have a fuse, by the looks of it. A little tiny one. 5 amps, 250 volts. So, little tiny fuse. Looks to be still good, too. Okay, next one is 344500561, or maybe that's 344S00561. What are these? Oh, there are chips in here. We have 3 chips. Oh, let's take one out. These look brand new. Wow. Have a date of 1986 on them. These are Apple AMI 8751 MGC Philippines. The part number again is 344S0046-C. That is very, very cool. I don't know if these are sound chips or logic chips or something. 86, I'm going to assume might be for like a Apple IIgs or something. Just a guess. I don't know if they would be for the Mac. They almost look like the sound chip that was used on the Performa, the later ones, but I don't know. It's just a guess. Okay, next is 3420077B, and we have 4 of these. Microsoft. Apple. Huh, these are interesting. They have a copyright date of 1977 for Microsoft, and on the same chip it says Apple 78, 81, 83, 86, 87. These, oh, you know what? These are probably, I'm going to assume these were some type of ROM for like the Apple IIgs maybe, just because the date of 86, 87, maybe like the DOS programming is because of the, or the basic rather. I don't know if I have a use for it right now, but it's good to have these spare parts. Nobody's making them anymore. Oh, there's actually a little thing in here, in this little cubby. There's no drawer. Egg component. Oh, no, not egg. ECG component. Little box. Apple 5 1/4 PCA. You kind of make that out there. Oh, yep, we have a little chip. ECG 2013P318805. Little chip there. I don't know what it's for, but the box says, at least the person that wrote on it, said it was for an Apple 5 1/4 inch floppy drive. So, I guess that might be good to have. Alright, next drawer is 5900167. Oh, we got some cables in here. We got some floppy cables by the looks of it. Yeah, there we go. 3 floppy cables. Yeah, these look like they're actually later ones for like a 1.4 megabyte or high density or super drive, floppy drive, because they have this red stripe here, and the red stripe is for those models. The earlier disk drive models have a similar cable that looks very similar, but the pinout is slightly different. I think they are subtracting or adding a pin in the difference between these cables, and they have a yellow line instead of the red line where the first pin is. But very cool. I could always use some of these. These are a bit of a standard connection, but these are likely for a compact Mac because they are so short. They are probably not the best fit for like a Macintosh 2 or something like that, but still very handy, very cool. I will look up that number to see which system this was originally designed for. Very neat. Okay, next drawer, 8150737, and I know exactly what this is. This is an interrupt reset switch, or sometimes referred to as the programmer's switch, for the classic Macintoshes. So this might be for, I'm gonna guess, like the 128, the 512K, maybe the Plus. You don't see these that often. Both of the buttons here, they just move these pieces of plastic. And those 2 plastic pieces touch the buttons inside of the computer case. A lot of the machines I have did not come with these, so I maybe have like 1 or 2 that are on the side of the machines, but very, very cool. That's a nice find. Sweet. Okay, next drawer is labeled clamps. No clamps. 0760165. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. What's this? Oh wait, that looks like it's for an image writer. You got two assemblies here. Yeah, that's for that looks like for the image writer 2, or maybe it's the image writer 1, but I have my image writer over there, so I'm taking a peek. It looks like it could be for that, or it could be for the first one. I'd have to check, but yeah, these are switches and little LEDs for that printer, or that printer series. That is very cool. Looks like there are some buttons floating around in here, so maybe... Oh yeah, there's like a little switch here, that little blue thing. Oh, it looks like I was actually like desoldered from here, so... I don't know why they did that, or maybe this came in a kit or something, but it looks like, obviously these are all spare parts, so maybe these were taken away from a printer, or were just ordered. This has NG written on it with a pencil. Both of them do, so maybe that means not good, or no good. That could be why these are in there, or maybe they were just salvaged for parts. That's a likely scenario. Yeah, some of the solder here looks like there's a good amount of touch-up work that was done here, but very cool. I did not expect to find these. That's pretty neat. Well, I guess if I need any buttons or switches, maybe I could salvage them from these. Okay, next drawer is not labeled. Oh, we have little plastic things that go on switches or buttons. That's what they look like. Probably for a printer. They look like they would fit a printer. One of them has a little piece of metal stuck in them, but it might be for like one of the early Apple printers. Not the Image Writer 2, but earlier than that. Next drawer has similar plastic ones, although yeah, the bottom seems to have a different opening depending on each one. So again, might be toggles for that. Also might be something different. They had some IBM stuff there too, so who knows. All right, next drawer, empty. We have 2 bays over here, nothing. What's this? A plastic bag? Oh, we got a battery. Oh, that's cool. Apple service 7420003. Battery 4.5 volts, primary alkaline. For sale to Apple authorized service providers only. That is really cool. So we got a battery in here. I don't think it's leaked or anything. This is very cool. These are the batteries that are in the early compact Macintoshes, the 512K, the Plus, etc. Very cool. Does this have a date on it? It does not. It does look like it's splitting at the seam there. Just a little bit. It's hard to tell with the current camera I'm using. I'm curious if there's any voltage on it. Let's test it. Okay, we got my multimeter here. Not the fanciest one, but it should be able to give us a reading on this battery. Yeah, how about that? Alright, let's see if this thing has any life in it. Oh, okay. 0.19 volts. For being 30 years old, that's not too bad. I just had to know. Add that to my collection of dead batteries, but for now we'll put it back in the bag. Okay, next we have a drawer labeled Magnet 9520012. Nothing in there. Oh, wait. Oh, another switch. So, again, don't know what this goes for. But it's a switch. And it's very satisfying to push. Oh, that's fun. Alright, next we have whatever this is. IISMI-H58 micro switch. Okay. Micro switch. Again, from Philips ECG. And so this is a little, well, yeah, you could, it's a clicky little guy, and has 3 poles in the bottom. Very cool. Alright, this drawer says laser test plugs. And we got nothing. Alright, this one, nothing in there, but it used to say 16 pin. It's very faded there. Maybe there was memory or something in there. We have another drawer here, miscellaneous keycaps. That is certainly miscellaneous. These don't look like Mac ones at all. Maybe for an IBM or a cash register or something. So we have the number 1 and an exclamation point. The letter C for computer. Z. Enter, always a handy key. And control, which I have none of, so excellent. Alright, what's in the next drawer? Not labeled. I have no idea what these are. A bunch of plastic screws and metal bits. Yeah. I have no idea what these are for. Okay. Next drawer is labeled Macintosh locks. And sadly, no locks inside. And last little cubby hole here, there's a bag. Maybe empty. That'd be a tease. Oh, wait, oh. Yeah. One little thing in here. And that's a exquisite used staple and a button. Again, probably a keycap or a switch for a printer or something like that. Okay, well. Alright, so that's everything that was in these drawers. I did write them down in a spreadsheet, so let's go over to that and just see if there's anything unique that we found. Okay, so what I did find out that we do have some cool things that would fit in my Apple II GS. One of them is a video graphics chip here. That was the 344S0046 that I thought might be a sound chip. That is actually a video graphics chip. So that's cool. We have 3 of those. We have multiple ROMs for an Apple IIe of some kind, either a character ROM chip or things like that, which is pretty cool. We have some Alps switches. Those were for the keyboard of your Apple II or your Macintosh 128K. Apparently, a few of those actually lapse over, which is pretty neat. And we have some caps lock keys. Those were the keys that actually would lock in place and then unlock. And we have some, at least half of an Apple II GS ROM. We have one chip out of the 2 there. Those were floppy cables, although they might also be for the 400K and 800K discs. I don't know if they differentiated the color of that cable edge for the first pin there in some of the early days. Not sure. And that was an operations panel for the image writer too. So I'm very glad I have those little bits and pieces. And this was quite an adventure to look through. I was surprised by the little goodies I found. Unfortunately, some of those drawers were empty. What I actually went up there to get was a bunch of Apple documentation and service and support materials that were used by a school to service and support their computers. So this was a real nice bonus and was not expected at all. I was loading a bunch of these binders into the car, and the guy said, oh wait, here, take this too. So these are really cool binders. These are Apple service binders. I got a bunch of these, probably more than a dozen or so. Thankfully, the Internet Archive has archived most of these, although mine might be slightly different versions and stuff. But we have a lot of details here. Here's an analog video board for portrait display. It just goes into a lot of specifications and details for many different things, going from the Apple II, the Apple III, the Macintosh, printers, hard drives, a bunch of parts, bunch of stuff here. There are recall notices, a lot of cool stuff which is just not available anywhere. So thankfully the Internet Archive does have a fairly complete version of some of these books, but some of these things I've never seen elsewhere, like this service guide here. This is a module identification guide. This has a date of June 1994 in it, and essentially you go through this little folder and there's identification of memory modules. We have different sections here. We have keyboards, we have power supplies, we have disk drives. One of the rings here is a little stuck, so it's hard for me to turn some of these. Got a hard disk there, stuff for an image writer, laser writer assemblies, input devices here, if I could skip to that section there. The Apple adjustable keyboard and the mouse. So a lot of cool stuff in here I'll be looking through at a later date and time, and I'll try and get a head start on archiving what is not archived. But also, these books are really cool. These are service price pages. We have a September 1995 and a October 1995 book, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It gives you a list of the parts, probably listed in the other guides with pictures and stuff, and it gives you a price. So, very, very cool. Again, some of these are archived, but these might be different years. What was very interesting is, when I spoke to the individual about these binders, he said that Apple would ship them updates, and of course you wouldn't get all the pages at the same time. You get a few pages or something like that. But they were instructed to throw out the old pages and the old documents, and they did keep a lot of them. So inside of some of these binders, I don't know if it necessarily is on this individual binder, but you would get these control documents here, and it would basically tell you what to take out, what to insert, and stuff like that. And it looks like they saved a lot of the old ones here. So 1991, 1992, etc. So this is going to be fun to go through as I continue to archive some of these materials. I hope you enjoyed our little tour of our mystery parts drawers here. Hopefully some of these will come in handy in some future repairs that I may have to make to my Apple or Macintosh computers or my image writer. If you like these types of videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. Just click that little subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell icon. That'll make sure you're notified when I do a new video or when I do a live stream or something like that. If you want to keep tabs on me in between videos, please consider checking out my Twitter and Instagram. My handle is Mac84TV. And if you want to get one of these cool shirts before anybody else can, just check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Mac84. If you support me for as little as $1 a month, you get exclusive access to behind-the-scenes videos that are not posted anywhere else or never will be, a lot of wallpapers and downloadable things, including exclusive access to stuff like a discounted shirt. So that's very cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Mac84.